Tire Center, Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda & Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Tito's Barbershop, The Paz Funeral Home.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Always excited to be here broadcasting live out of our Super Elite Entertainment studio located in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Listen, I am extremely excited tonight because I have a very special guest here in the studio with me tonight. And he goes by the name of Wilton Tanka Ramos, who I will be introducing to you momentarily. But before we jump into the exclusive interview tonight with Pastor Tanka Ramos, a couple of things that I need to remind you of. Really quick, I want to mention Perez Tire Center, which is located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, is slashing the competition with their $45 alignment. Full alignment on your vehicle. You need rims, you need tires, you need your flat tire repair. Feel free to call Perez Tire Center, located right there in Bridgeport, Connecticut at 203-612-1784. Also, we need to mention Aces Bail Bond, Yasmin Khan, quick response, 24/7, easy payment, se habla español, located at 1125 North Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you need their services, call 203-257-6228. Statewide services. Also, Miranda & Sons Automotive, located at 360 Avon Street in Stratford, Connecticut. If you need brakes, electrical, diagnostics check, head gasket, AC service, tune-ups, front end, struts, full general auto repairs, feel free to call Louis Miranda at Miranda & Sons Automotive, located at 360 Avon Street in Stratford, Connecticut. Call 203-290-4883. Also, Tito's Barbershop, located at 1145 East Main Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, open every day of the week. If you need a fade, shave, blowout, shape up, scissor cut, men grooming, child cut, walk-ins are welcome. Professional staff always at hand at Tito's Barbershop, located at 1145 East Main Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Also, I need to mention Los Dominicanos, right there at Ramirez Restaurant in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 1234 Ramirez Restaurant, East Main Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut, serving lunch, dinner, all types of wines, takeout, catering, and also free delivery. You want some of that good Spanish cuisine? Contact Ramirez Restaurant in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Also, a quick reminder, if you're watching right now on Facebook, we thank you for tuning in. But if you can't tune in to our show on Facebook, feel free to listen. You can now listen to our show on Anchor, Spotify, and also on Apple Podcasts. So if you can't tune in on Tuesdays, which you already know, we broadcast each and every Tuesdays from our studio here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. But I get it, not everybody can tune in on a Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Feel free to go onto our podcast, which is on Anchor. All right, let me show it to you again. We're now live on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So feel free to go onto our sites and listen to our show. Again, I'm super excited to be here in the studio. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. We created this platform for you, for the people of the community, to give you some hope, some encouragement, some inspiration. We do this every single Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. We do our best in our studio to bring you the best exclusive interviews throughout the state of Connecticut. And we're not stopping. We're not slowing down. We're going to continue pressing forward and pushing hard with the help of God Almighty. Also, I want to thank each and every one of you, because listen, thank you to our 5,000 followers who are following us right now on Facebook. That means a lot, man. If Listen, 5,000 followers is a whole lot of followers, and I want to thank each and every one of you that are following our site, Super Elite Entertainment. If you're following my personal Facebook page, I truly appreciate you for pressing that button and requesting me as your friend. Again, if you're watching, please click that share button and share this live broadcast into your timeline. Ask us any comments. Leave us some comments. Ask us any questions tonight. Listen, Pastor Tanka is a man full of wisdom, a man full of knowledge, and he's a sensei, all right? He knows karate. You can't mess around with him, man. Also, he's a pastor, as I stated, a man full of wealth, full of the word of God, and also he's a master barber. So listen, ask Pastor Tanka any question you may have, whether it's related to your faith, whether it's a spiritual question, whether it's a question in regards to maybe you want to open up your own barbershop at some point in your career. Maybe you want to learn the craft of martial arts. Ask us those questions tonight. Our phone number also will be on the screen momentarily when we come back from a commercial break. Feel free, call us. Call us here in our studio. Me and Pastor Tanka will answer the phone. Everyone else that's watching the show will be able to hear your voice live on the show and ask us any questions that you may have, all right? Really quick, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, no other than Pastor Tanka Ramos on the hot seat when we come back momentarily. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. You already know I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. So excited to be here broadcasting live from our studio in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Again, if you're watching, please click that share button and share this live broadcast into your timeline, especially tonight's episode, because we have no other than Pastor Tanka Ramos in the studio tonight, sitting on the hot seat. And listen, I got to read to you this brief introduction on who Tanka Ramos is. Pastor Tanka Ramos is a man known after God's heart. He is also widely known as a sensei. He's a master barber, owner of Father and Sons Barbershop in Milford, Connecticut. He is also the founder of the Rising Sun Association, who practice authentic Okinawa karate. We are extremely excited and blessed above measure to have the Honorable Pastor Tanka Wilton Ramos here in the Super Elite Entertainment Studio. And without further ado, let me introduce to you Pastor Tanka Ramos.
Good evening.
How you doing, Pastor?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
All right, man. Such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Definitely. I'm excited. Very excited. I feel that tonight's show is going to be different.
Yes.
And I'm not taking anything away from all the other shows that I've done, and we've been going hard for about a good year already.
Yes.
But I'm excited to have you here because you wear a variety of different hats, and you're a man of influence. You're the type of person that when you walk into an atmosphere, it changes.
Yes.
If someone comes into contact with Pastor Tanka, they change. They walk away influenced by your spirit and your humble presence. And that's something that I have known for years. I've been knowing you for what, about 25 years now?
Yes.
Back in the day when you were located at your barbershop on North Avenue, you used to cut my hair every week. And I remember when I would step into that barbershop and I would sit on that chair, you always had something positive to say. You was always dropping a golden nugget. You was always speaking life. Not only to me, but to every soul that has sat on your barber chair continuously, meaning even up to today, because you own Father and Son Barbershop, which is located in Milford, Connecticut. So I want to open up the show with you telling us, the viewing audience that's watching right now, who is Pastor Sensei Tanka Ramos.
Good evening. It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here tonight. I am so proud of Jason. My God, there's no words in the English language that I could express the right word for Jason. And in 1963, as a 16-year-old boy or kid in Bridgeport, I started studying martial arts. I fell in love with it, and I look forward to getting on the floor every day. And in 1980, I accepted the Lord into my life. I combined the martial art principles and my spirituality because we hear a word now these days that it says self-defense. Mm-hmm. Well, self-defense, it's not what people think it is, Jason. It's not trying to learn how to protect yourself against someone that attacks you, but it's learning how to protect against self. That's why it says self-defend. Against who? Tanka is the biggest enemy he'll ever have.
Wow.
So we have to understand that through my spirituality, by my faith in God, I'm able to bring every condition down.
Wow.
And allow the love for humanity. Whether you're a gangbanger, whether you're a rapist, whether you are a business person, we need to love humanity because we all have been created in the likeness of God. So that's what keeps me going. That's why, during my early years coming out of Vietnam, having a lot of pressures and demons pulling at me, I learned that you have to learn how to defend internally for you to succeed in life, because without the battle inside, you can't do it. Because, I really don't have to know any martial arts to pick up a stick or a rock, because we're human animals.
You're right.
You're
right about that.
But this animal that's inside that allows me to look at someone's wife and not respect her, or look at someone that's not of my ethnicity and pull them down. Well, these are the battles that we need to fight against. And that is the essence of self-defense.
I've never heard anyone put it in those terms in regards to martial arts and self-defense, meaning you're defending against yourself.
Right.
That's unheard of. I've never seen or heard someone put it in those terms.
Yeah.
And my son is actually he's a second degree black belt. And he's gone to Valley Karate in Shelton, Connecticut for 10 years. And I've never seen or heard that term before. So I think that's really unique, the way you take in spirituality and you're combining it with martial arts.
Right.
I mean,
well, that strategy, that explanation didn't come from my intellect. It came from God's Spirit, so that I'm able to cross lines and able to speak to even a martial artist himself. Martial art is to enhance spirit, soul, and body. So if you're a martial artist and you're killing yourself with weed or alcohol or drugs, well, that's not the essence of it. That's like studying yoga and eating 20 times a day. It's ludicrous, you know? So martial arts is not only to learn how to defend against self, but also to learn to cross lines so that you can learn how to love and respect your enemy, so that maybe one day he could come to you for advice.
Wow, that's pretty unique. And I love that interpretation. And you know what you're talking about, and I want to let people know right now, Pastor Tanka knows what he's talking about. And the reason why I say that is because You are, is it okay for me to say your age?
Sure.
72 years old.
Wow.
72 years old. You don't, listen, first of all, you don't look 72. You
Thank
look
you.
like you're 50, if
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. You're
So,
very kind.
My question to you is, what's the secret, man? How do you keep yourself looking so young and so strong and so fit and so active? Because you're 72 years old, you are a sensei, you run your own dojo, you have students that you're training way younger than you. And I was there at your dojo yesterday, actually, and I seen you in action. You're strong as heck, man. What's the secret? You got to tell me so, because listen, I want to look like you when I hit 72.
Well, the secret in studying something that brings compassion and tranquility to your life, it enhances the love of God, the Word of God in my life, is that you learn that first the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that there's nothing about today that I can change except my attitude. If I can change my attitudes so it lines up with a rainy day, a cold day, a sunny day, and that I'm always looking at the glass half full instead of half empty, then I'm able to do something that picks up myself, picks up those around me, picks up my friends, my brothers, my students who I love very much. I have a student, for an example, Michael Wagner. He started with me. He was there that night. He started with me when he was 13.
Wow.
He's 60 now.
He's how old?
60.
Really? And started when he was 13.
13.
Wow.
And he's still there.
That's amazing.
And he has a school here in Bridgeport as well. So, you know, going back to your question, is that the love of God is in my life. And if it's in my life, then it has to operate in my life. Because I can't be just a hearer of the word. I have to be a doer of the word. And if that doing is in my life, then I have to be a letter outside the envelope. Not only for me to read myself, for everyone to read me. So that they can see that my way of life it's not perfect because I'm human. But I love the Lord Jesus Christ. He's brought me through. He continues to bring me through. So with that philosophy in place, the stress of my life has to fall off.
Wow.
So when you have less stress, there's less lines, less age.
Yep.
So by doing what I love to do, martial arts, people, and cutting hair, and that enhances my life instead of wears me out.
And what we're going to do now, Pastor Tanka, is we're going to come back. We're going to continue with the interview. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little drive. We're going to take a little journey down to your dojo located in Milford, Connecticut.
Yes.
I was there just recently. I was able to capture some footage of you in action with your students. And what I want to do is I want to show this footage to the people that are watching live on Facebook right now. Before we show the footage, anything you want to say to them before we click that button?
Just enjoy what you see, because it's you might see different things and difficult things, but it's an enjoyment of life. And it's I started when I was 16. I'm 72 now, so it's my passion.
Yes. And anyhow, I'm not even going to mention it. People will see it in the footage we're about to show from your dojo in Milford, Connecticut. But really quick, you guys, listen, if you're watching right now, please click that share button and share this live broadcast into your timeline. Listen, tonight we're bringing you some hope, some encouragement, some serious motivation. And listen, Pastor Tanka is here in the studio sitting on the hot seat. We are going to visit his dojo right now momentarily. From there, we're going to come back. We're going to continue on with this exclusive interview. And then we're going to take another ride down to his barbershop, which is also located in Milford, Connecticut. Pastor Tanka wears a lot of hats. All right, he's a pastor. He's a sensei. He's a master barber. And we're going to break it down in detail. And by the time we get done with tonight's episode, you're going to know who this man seated to my left is all about. Pastor Tanka. All right, so don't go anywhere. Enjoy this footage from the name of your dojo is what?
Ishizue.
Ishi Zoe
Dojo.
All right. I was trying to spell it and I couldn't. So I said, you know what? I'll wait for you to get here so you can tell the people the name of your dojo, because I couldn't get it right.
Yeah. Ishizoe meaning in English, because I'm a Christian, everything I do represents Christianity. It means cornerstone. And it's a type of Christ. He is the cornerstone in the temple, and that's what holds the temple together, the cornerstone.
Wow. And that's what you build on.
Ah.
You guys enjoy this footage of Pastor Tanka at his dojo in Milford, Connecticut. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Enjoy.
Welcome to Ishizoe Dojo. The Shuri Castle in Naha, Okinawa, and today is burned down and they're working on restoring it all over again, but it burned to the ground. So I'm glad that I was there, and I'm going back there November 2020.
Wow. Now,
yes,
this picture that I just came across, I'm just wondering, is this you right here?
that's me when I was competing.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
What age were you in that picture?
I was early 30s.
Wow.
Yeah, early 30s.
That's pretty awesome.
Now I'm in my early 72s.
Are you serious?
I'm 72. I was born 1947.
Wow. I would have not even imagined that you were already in your 70s.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
and you're still here teaching, instructing,
and taking lessons. Just love it.
In your dojo.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want to point out real quick, and I know you're about to get started with your class, but as I was walking through and looking at some of the photos, I noticed that magazine that you have laying on your desk right there with Michael Jai White, and Connecticut, born and raised, Bridgeport, city of Bridgeport, and he's on the cover of that magazine, and you are listed. You have an article listed in there, so I was just wondering if you can show the viewing audience that.
Sure.
I mean, I think that's a big accomplishment in itself. So you've been at your...
This is the book. This is the second volume.
Black Heroes of Martial Arts.
Martial Arts, and I'm on page 19.
Pastor Tanka, Wilton, Ramos, the Rising Sun Association.
Yes.
You're a 9th Dan?
Yes.
Wow. That's pretty impressive, Pastor Tanka. Very, very impressive. And if I should say, you have an amazing dojo here. This place is beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell us about the book, though. Tell us about the article.
Well, this has been on the making for a very long time. The first one goes back to the first volume goes back to 1994, and Sensei Van Cleef, Shidoshi Van Cleef, and Shidoshi Glenn Perry collected all this data, and this release just came out not too long ago. And I'm honored to have Sensei White on the front cover because we're both from Bridgeport.
And you used to
And he did go to the Raffaello Telecenter, where I also taught martial arts for nothing there.
Wow, wow.
And that was many, many years ago, because for what I understand, people tell me that he was just a little boy.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, and I remember him
Yeah.
back then when he used to be at CSAT Park, practicing his craft and
Yeah.
walking around the neighborhood and stuff like that. And, you know, it just shows that your existence in all the years that you've been active in the community and active in your craft. Because we know that you cut hair, you're a professional barber. We know that you're active in the spiritual aspects of life as a pastor, but also you're active as a sensei.
Yes.
And you've been at it for so many years, and even an individual like Michael Jai White, you influence his life as well. So, you know, I just want to take my hats off, and I say hats meaning multiple hats.
Yes.
Because you're deserving of that acknowledgement.
Thank you.
Right now at this moment.
Thank you very much.
And I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. We're honored to have you here. I started training in 1963.
Wow.
I was 16, and like I told you before, I'm 72 now.
Man,
and it's my passion. You know, it's what I live to do.
I am really, really surprised that you just stated you're 72. You look like you're 50.
Thank you.
Just saying. So how does a person keep themselves looking, for example, the way Pastor Tanka looks? So you look young, you look strong, you look fit, and you don't look 72 at all.
Well, you know, when you are a martial artist and when you believe in God and He's in your life, the stress level is very low. And there's nothing about today that I could change except my attitude. So when I choose to change my attitude, the day looks pretty good. Whether it's raining, snowing, or whatever it's doing outside, the day does look beautiful because I realize that I look around and there's so many of us that we know that are no longer here with us. And they were much younger than me. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you, Jason. I'm grateful for my community, those that are around me, my students. I love my students. I respect them. And that's very important to me.
Yeah. And I have a question for you, but I'm going to save that question for the live portion of the show.
Sure.
Because I love the way you combine martial arts and spirituality all together as one. And I don't want you to answer that right now. I want you to save that for the live portion of the show, so you can break it down to the people that are watching. But big congratulations on the book, your article that's in this book. And really quick, if someone wants to get their hands on this book, best way for them to purchase it?
They could go and look up Glenn Perry and go into his inbox, and through the PayPal account, you could purchase this book for under $24, including the postage.
Wow.
So it's really a great book. It's history. It gives people that we were young once upon a time, and here we are looking at 58 years of training. And it's just a wonderful thing. That's
awesome. And I'm going to let you go because I know you have your students waiting on you. And then after this video clip, we're going to get to the live portion of the show, which means you will be sitting on the hot seat in the studio.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to let you get back to your students, and I'm just going to make myself at home, and I'm just going to capture as much footage as possible. And I hope that, you know, whoever's watching this clip right now, who may have interest in learning what it is that you offer, that they reach out to you. And during the show, your number, your contact information, everything will be listed on the bottom of the screen. So before you go, anything you want to say to the people that are watching?
Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you and your family, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Pastor Tanka.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Michael White. I've been a student with Sensei since I was a very little kid, so I knew him for a long time, and he's always been one of the most loving and skilled martial arts practitioners I've ever seen. So whether I've been training here or whether I've been doing my own thing, he always kept up with me. He always loved on me. He's one of the best guys you'll ever meet in karateka in the first place. So I owe him a lot of who I even grew up to be in the first place. So I guess I could even say thank you, Sensei. But yeah.
Right. Sensei knee. Right.
Go back. That's what makes the move. And I say, wow. Hey. Each.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. Pastor Tanka, what do you think about the video we just finished watching?
I thought it was a 5-star video. It was. I didn't know that. You know, when you're in an environment, you never stop to look around to see the beauty and the love in the place, because you are discharging that kind of love, that kind of caring for people. When you sit back and just, I looked at that video, it's I got very emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's taken a long time to get to this place. And, you know, being 16 years old, growing up in Bridgeport, which was a dream come true in Bridgeport. It was such a great place for a young person like myself. And to go through the Vietnam era and come back and begin to pick up the pieces. And today I look back and it's almost 60 years of studying this form of martial arts. And like I said before, Sensei Michael was 13, his brother was 15, and now they're in their 60s. And it's just an overwhelming feeling of what happens when we stay steadfast and stay in this race that's not for the fast and it's not for the slow. But the race is for us that endure
to the end,
to the very end. Because, you know, it's not that kind of race where only the first 3 or the first 4 people are going to get a prize. But it's for all of us. This race of humanity is for all of us. And when we begin to touch and to feel for each other and to lift each other up and begin to speak simple words to each other, come on, we can do this. You can do this. Then life becomes like that dojo. Simple. It opens the door to all humanity. and we're able to continue to change for the better.
Yes.
In that environment.
Wow.
You know,
I have to say I was really impressed with your demeanor, your approach, and the way you were handling your students at your dojo. I mean, it was just a great honor to be able to sit on the sideline and just witness your interaction with your students. And clearly, that is your passion.
yes.
That is definitely your passion. And I mean, I feel like challenging you myself. What do you think?
I'm non-violent.
I know that.
You know, what's really beautiful about where I see my students heading, and I'm so proud of them, is that in the dojo there's no ego that's harmful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, good ego, healthy ego is fine, because without it we have a low self-esteem.
Mm.
But the ego that humanity is used to does not exist in the dojo.
Wow.
I am not someone to be worshipped. I am no one to be afraid of. I'm no one to get a feeling from another human being, oh, he's better than me. The dojo is where you let your hair hang out, and that's where we draw each other, because that's familia.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's not because you're a Rodriguez and I'm a Ramos. We're family because we have been created by God, and that makes us family.
Yes.
So in the dojo setting, the drama, the backbiting, the slandering, the disrespect, just because I'm a sensei does not give me the right to holler and to blow my cool, because there's instructors that holler and throw their, well, that's not part of what we study. That is not who we are. It's like the person in church that says, man, I hear that word every week. But the Word of God says you cannot just be a hearer of it.
That's right.
You have to be a doer of it. And if you're not a doer of it, then you're just hearing it and you're wasting your time.
Wow. You know, how do you, because you're a pastor, you're a sensei, and also a master barber, how do you balance all three?
Well, it's really not difficult, because in all three, you're dealing with humans. And if God's love is in you, then as a barber, I love everyone that sits in my chair, because I treat them like they were Jesus. You know, I learned a long time ago that whatever I do, I have to do it unto the Lord.
Yeah.
So whoever sits in my seat, I look at them, oh man, Jesus is sitting in my chair. So I give them the very best haircut I can.
That's right. And
I have to.
And you're the man.
You know, I have to. Because, and the same thing when we're on the floor training, you know, I have to allow them to feel the love of God in me, because it's something that you don't take off. You know, you can't take off the love of God. And that doesn't mean I love all the time, because at times I fall short of it, because I'm human.
You're human.
But for the most part, I try and work hard in loving and seeing the good in everyone.
Yes. And I just want the people to know that are watching right now that I have Pastor Tanka Ramos here in the studio tonight. We're having an amazing time. We're talking about his martial arts craft, his dojo, which is located in Milford, Connecticut. We're also talking about your barbershop, which is Father and Son Barbershop, also located in Milford.
Yes.
And we're also talking about you as a spiritual leader, as a pastor. So you wear a ton of hats, and it's like you're all over the place, influencing people on a daily basis. And that's the type of Tanka that I've always known since 25 years ago when I first met you and sat on your barber chair, located right on North Avenue. When you had that small little shop on North Avenue, I would go there, and you pretty much like every week, and you would cut my hair. But in the midst of all the cutting you were doing, you were expressing your passion because you were ministering to me, you was counseling me, you was encouraging me, you were motivating me. And I remember, I mean, you dropped a lot of golden nuggets in my life, and I know that's what you do with continuously, even up to today. I mean, 72 years old, you're still teaching karate, you're still cutting hair.
Yes.
Not only that, but you're a student of karate.
Yes.
Because you travel. What is it? Is it down to Niantic you travel?
I go to Niantic. I go to Brewster. This year I had the privilege to train in Melbourne, Australia, Adelaide, Australia. Last year we were in Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland. We were in France. So I go everywhere to train, to be part of our organization in representing the United States. And just wherever I go, I run into people.
But also, I need to mention this as well, is that, you know, you were a great influential part of Kingdom Life Christian Church, which is located in Milford.
Yes.
I mean, you were one of the original.
I'm a founder. My wife and I were founders.
With Bishop J. Ramirez.
That's right.
And I believe you guys started that mega church in a small little, a living room? A basement, an apartment?
Yeah, it was a small, we started in the bingo hall of a Stratford Catholic church. They rent us out. Their bingo hall, and from there we went to the Ramada Inn when it was on Lordship Boulevard.
Yep.
And then from there we went to the youth church, which is the youth church today, but it was our church right there on Naugatuck Avenue. It used to be a grammar school.
Yep.
And then we purchased Santee's Manor, which was a mega catering hall for 4 or 5 weddings at a time. And we went there at what used to be a catering hall, and that became Kingdom Life. And the church where we were at, that became the youth center. And you know, and there came a time a year and a half ago where my wife and I, through the direction of God's Spirit, you know, we stepped down and we went to where we're at today. We're at Promised Land in West Haven.
Yes.
And we're serving there, helping.
Yep.
You know, helping with the life groups, the men's groups. And so I'm always have my hands in it wherever I go. Because the calling of God is it's in your life, you know. So, you know, wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, it's all about touching, reaching.
Yes.
You know, and
I mean, you're a great influencer, and I keep mentioning that word because that's the type of person that I know when it comes to you. You like to impact lives.
Yeah.
In such a subtle, simple little way. That's the Tanka I've always known.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to refer back to your barbershop. Father and Sons. You started off, I want to say, was that your first barbershop when you were on North Avenue?
My first barbershop was in 1991 on Connecticut Avenue.
Okay. So from Connecticut Avenue, eventually you ended up at North Avenue, the barbershop I used to get my hair cut at.
Right.
And now currently you're in Milford, Connecticut, Father and Son Barbershop. You have your son there working side by side with you, which is
a dream come true.
A dream come true. So, as a barber, a spiritual barber, I'm sure that you hear all the stories. I'm sure that when you're cutting a person's hair, you're not only just cutting their hair, but you're a listener as well as a counselor. I mean, am I speaking correctly?
Sure. I mean, I have this gentleman that sticks out heavy in my heart. He lost his daughter to cancer a year and a half ago. And while cutting his hair, you know, all I can do is pray for him every time he sat there watching his brokenness in his eyes. And, you know, having people sit in your chair, sometimes there's not so many words you can say to someone that's going through losing a daughter or losing a son. So, you know, the Word of God says that we have the Spirit dwelling in us and that we can lay hands on the sick, on the broken, and that God will bless them. So that is an enormous privilege for people to sit in my chair, and that I get the privilege to, without them knowing, touching them and praying for them.
Yes.
And also, you know, getting some feedback of sometimes their countenance. It's not happy, and you could see it. And you ask a simple question: is everything all right? And you get a lot of feedback. And sometimes I, after the haircut, I say, "Can we go in the back of the barbershop?" And so I could pray for you.
Wow.
And it's never been rejected.
Wow.
When we as humans are going through struggles in life, prayer has never been rejected, because that's compassion. And where there's compassion, there's passion. And those two, when it comes, passion comes together, people don't reject it because they see you're genuine.
Yeah.
And at Father and Son Barbershop, we just love our clients. We're there because our clients come there, not because we're there.
Yes. You
know? So we speak to everyone coming in. We speak to everyone going out. And that I really don't overstress it, where our bathroom should be cleaned 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Because what we believe in, people should see it. You should come to a place that respects children, so the music is not wrong. What they see on TV is not wrong. What they sense from the barber, the kindness coming to their child, should be seen and felt. And these are very important things. I advise, while we're on this topic, that if you are a young barber and you want to get your own barbershop, first, have your license. Number 2, have a good clientele, so that you don't open a barbershop and 90 days later you're closed. And learn about relationship in business. Because without a relationship in business with your clientele, if your clientele cannot see that you love them and respect them, then you're not worthy of them.
And that's some heavy duty knowledge you're dropping right there. I mean, because it clearly shows not only are you a sensei, not only are you a pastor, not only are you a barber, but you're a business-minded individual.
Yes.
You have planted businesses.
Yeah.
And it's proof in the pudding, because you've been at it for years. You're 72. You've been at it for years, and your businesses are still standing. So you know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and their standing is because we try to represent God in business, and we really take our clientele as very precious, because without them you have no business.
Absolutely, and I agree with that.
It's about the clientele. It's not about us barbers. You know, there's a lot of barbershops that all they do is appointments. But how about the person that's working and can't make an appointment because he don't know if he's going to be working overtime, and he calls your business and you have to reject that? That's putting a sipper in your pocket. When you should be doing all people, not just Latinos, not just white, not just blacks, but all people. And you do all people to perfection. with love, with respect, with dignity, because that's how your business is going to be. How can we reject other nationalities and colors to come to our business when they have done that to us? So this is where I advise all young people, when you're going in business, learn how to cut white hair, learn how to cut black hair, learn how to cut every type of hair, because if you don't, you limit your growth.
Wow. That's awesome. And what we're going to do momentarily is we're going to take a drive down to your barbershop.
Wonderful.
All right. We're going to meet your team of barbers, which are all unique.
Yeah.
All of them, they have mastered their craft.
Oh, yeah.
Because I sat there and I was watching each and every one of them individually as they were, as they were cutting hair.
Yes, we're a team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys worked
no stars.
in unison. Yeah. Oh man, listen.
No stars.
It was a great environment.
Yeah.
People were, people were looked comfortable. People were smiling. People were happy in your barbershop.
Sure.
And from the kids all the way up to the adults.
Oh, yeah.
And your team, well, they're going to meet them momentarily. They're going to meet them momentarily. But what I want to do right now, Pastor Tanka, is I want to acknowledge some of the people that are watching on Facebook. Sure. Because without you guys tuning in each and every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we wouldn't be able to do this.
That's right.
All right? So I just want to acknowledge a couple of people. I want to acknowledge, first of all, I want to acknowledge my brother who's watching way out in Orlando. In Riverside, Florida right now. My brother Ivan Rodriguez, my niece Raquel Wright, Dawn Kindlin. Also, I want to acknowledge my mom who's watching out in Florida.
Wonderful.
Michael Elisea says, hey, we miss you, Jason, and we are coming back soon. You better believe you're coming back soon. And Hector Rosa better get that voice ready so that you can come back and perform on the show.
Ooh,
all right?
Yeah.
Also, I want to acknowledge Mr. I believe it's Isaiah Yanton, who tunes in each and every Tuesdays. He never misses a show. I want to thank you for tuning in. And he said to me, hi, Jason, how was your vacation in Puerto Rico? It was a blast. And I cannot wait to go back. All right. Also, I want to acknowledge Anthony the Enforcer Nieves, who's watching, Hilda Cardoso from Bridgeport, who's watching, Yolanda Acevedo, Gaelis Roman, who's watching from Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, watching from Puerto Rico. Gaelis, thank you for tuning in. Also, let's see here. Yasmin Khan, who owns Aces Bell Bond, is watching as well. Thank you, Yasmin, for tuning in. Also, Yasmin Reyes is watching. Richard Rivera tunes in each and every week as well. So I appreciate Richard for tuning in as well. Carmen Hernandez, Old Man Donnie, Maria Texera, Solo. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your last name, but I'm talking about you. And Michael Cameron, Michael Cameron, Dan Cooper, Juana Ponte. Listen, all you guys that are tuning in and watching tonight, truly appreciate you. Without you, we would not be able to do this on a weekly basis. This is your platform. This is your studio. We put this together so that you can be informed. And that's why Pastor Tanka's here, because he's informing you and me. He's blessing you as he is blessing me. And listen, I'm ready to visit your barbershop. How about you?
Oh, well, let's go.
You ready? All right, so you guys that are watching right
ready.
now, we're going to take a drive down to Milford, Connecticut, into the Avon location of Milford. No, Devon location of Milford. And we're going to visit Father and Son Barbershop, owned and operated and founded by Pastor Tanka Ramos. Watch this video, be blessed, and we'll be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy this video. Father and Son's Barbershop in Milford, Connecticut. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. And listen, really quick, I am here in Milford, Connecticut, in the Devon area of Milford. And we're about to step inside Father and Son's Barbershop, located right here in this beautiful town of Milford. And we're going to meet with Tanka Ramos, the owner of the barbershop. He's going to take us on a tour, and he's also going to introduce us to his team. Join me as we step inside.
On the beat, boys. Stellar clock, make it fire.
Hi, my name is Tanka Ramos, and we're located today at Father and Son Barbershop at 333 Naugatuck Avenue, Milford, Connecticut. I just want to let you know that you can come here and be treated decently and also meet the best cutting team in the barbershop business. I am highly blessed. I'm blessed coming in, I'm blessed going out, because I have not only my son here, but I have other men here that really love what they're doing. And we just love treating people correctly and treating them the way we want to be treated. And I want to thank you for watching us at Father and Son Barbershop, where all people are done to perfection. Thank you so much.
So the barbershop is called Father and Sons.
Yes, sir.
Here with Tanka Jr. Hopefully
me.
Junior, right?
That's my birth name, so, but I'll accept Junior, it's all right.
Yeah.
That's my dad's nickname, but everybody knows him as Tanka. So.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, the people that are watching.
Well, my name is Tanka Ramos. I'm from Milford, Connecticut, right here in Milford. Went to Jonathan Law some 20 years ago. I was in the service for 3 years, and I've been cutting here for over 10 years.
Okay. So, your barber cutting skills, that was acquired, would I say, through your father?
From observing, watching my father, but you have to go to a cosmetology school, which I went to, or barbering school. So that's what I did over 10 years ago. I went to Leon's downtown.
Bridgeport, right?
Yeah, no longer there now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I did. Got my license, and I've been cutting ever since.
Cool. So, what styles do you specialize in?
As you heard earlier, we do everybody here. All ethnicities, races, hair types, hairstyles. From a shaved head to a skin fade, high skin fade, low skin fade, regular haircuts. So I like to do them all, actually.
Cool. All right, man. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. Have a great day.
So now we got Ryan here.
Yeah, my name is Ryan.
Who's getting a fresh cut from Tanka Jr., man. So anything you want to say to the viewing audience, Ryan?
Not really.
Anything you want to say in regards to the barbershop or the barber?
What?
Anything you want to say in regards to your barber or the barbershop?
This is my second time coming here. And seems like a good place.
Well, all right. So you came once, you're back twice.
Yeah.
You came back for a reason, because maybe the first time around was a good experience. You say?
It's a good experience.
Yeah. All right. Well, we hope that you continue coming.
All right.
Father and Sons Barbershop, located in Milford, Connecticut.
Okay.
Take care.
You too.
All right, so now we're here with one of the additional barbers at Father and Sons Barbershop named Sam. Sam, how you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the people that are watching about yourself.
I don't know what to tell, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, how long you been a barber? How long you been here?
I've been a barber like 17 years, man. And been here like only 4 days. Been in this barbershop in only 4 days.
Oh, really?
Started,
yeah. Oh, you've been here only 4 days?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you just got started here.
New, man, yeah.
Well, 17 years experience you bring into Father and Sons, and I'm looking at was it Mark?
John.
I'm looking at John's fresh cut there, and that thing is looking pretty sharp, man.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Not yet.
What's your favorite style that you specialize in? Or you do it all?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I do literally everything, like usual, like paper, scan fade, like, you know, I mean, scissor cut, general, everything. You know.
All right. Tell us about yourself, John. You want to say anything to the people watching?
Is this a lie?
Happy holidays.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Nice.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Well, I see you like to. I see you like to keep your hair looking sharp.
Yeah, I keep it on the short side because it gets my hair gets unruly, so
yeah,
I got to keep it tame.
How often do you get your hair cut?
Oh,
shop.
Probably every 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some people come every week.
Yeah, I got my 2 sons here too. There's 3 of us here.
Oh yeah? Which one's your sons?
They're both in the 2.
Oh, I already got him on there.
Ryan and Jeffrey, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Kane. I'm from Seymour, Connecticut. 22 years old. Half Ecuadorian, some Irish, English, Polish, and I'm a barber.
You're a barber here at Father and Son's Barbershop.
Father and Son Barbershop.
What's the address here? Where's it located?
333 Naugatuck Ave, Milford, Connecticut.
So as a barber, what type of styles do you specialize in?
Here at Father and Son, we do all types. We do all types of hair, every ethnicity, pretty much every kind of haircut, from a flat top to a shaved head. We do it all. Regular haircuts, fades, whatever the people like.
Well, my name is Jeff. I'm from Stratford, and I'm just coming here to get my hair cut.
Yeah? How long you been coming here, Jeff?
About a year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same barber, or do you rotate?
Yeah. Well, we used to have another barber who lived, nearby, but he moved to a different town, so we switched to here, and we've just been coming here for the past year, approximately.
Cool. Well, the barber that's working on you right now, he's doing an outstanding job. He got you looking really good, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting.
You too.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark, one of the barbers at Father and Son.
How long you been here, Mark?
I've been here 3 years this past October.
I see you cutting the little guys here.
Oh yeah.
Who's this little guy?
This is the man right here. Tell him who you are.
My name is Leo, and I don't know, I've been going here for a long time.
Really?
And it's good.
What do you think about your barber?
Pretty good.
I see, he got you looking pretty there.
Yeah.
Got you looking like a supermodel.
Yeah. Right. GQ.
GQ magazine. Photo shoot tomorrow.
That's right.
By the way, make sure when you're recording you're getting my good side.
Which is the good side, the left or the right? This way?
Right.
Or this one?
Yeah, that side.
Oh, all right, show.
Thank you.
Show them all the, share
Thank you, people, for watching me. I know I am the best person you'll ever meet in your whole entire life. Okay, nobody else. Don't expect anybody else to be better than me. Not happening.
I like that confidence.
This is what I love to do. I was created to cut hair and to do all people to perfection. This is a place, Father and Son, a place where people could come with children, teenagers, and even their daughters and feel comfortable so that the language is correct and the atmosphere is set to fit and to soothe the entire family. Give me a little smile there, buddy. Oh yeah, that brother's smiling now.
All right, and welcome back to Super League Entertainment. Listen, I hope you enjoyed that video coverage from Milford, Connecticut at Pastor Tanka's Father and Son's Barbershop, located right there in the Devon section of Milford. Pastor Tanka, what do you think?
Oh, it was wonderful. It's, you know, Jason, you just brought the best out of everybody. I mean, you know, the barbers were able to give an input that was real. The people, it wasn't something that was rehearsed or staged. And that's what the barbershops are all about. You know, in a barbershop, there shouldn't be drama. There should be just peace. Everybody's courteous. You notice that in our barbershop, I grab the broom or anybody grabs the broom because we're a team. And if I'm not busy and you're busy, and I should be able to grab that broom and sweep around you and keep it nice and safe so nobody falls on the hair or slips. And this is how we are. This is why in father and son barbershop, we're a team. There's no superstars. There's not one is busier than the other. It is a place where you don't have to bring clientele. The clients are already there. We do the community. We do people from Westport, Wilton, Wallingford, Brantford, West Haven, East Haven, Trumbull, Shelton, Ansonia, Derby.
Wow.
They come from all over just to come and feel like many of them say it's just very peaceful here. And, you know, I like the way you treat us.
And when I visited your barbershop, when we recorded that footage, that's exactly the environment that I walked into. Just walking in, you feel the peace that's in there. Also, the level of professionalism that you display. Outstanding establishment, amazing staff,
Thank you.
Very professional.
Thank you.
Listen, if you're watching, I encourage you, especially if you're in that area of Milford, Devon, Stratford location, visit Father and Son Barbershop located at 333 Naugatuck Avenue in Milford, Connecticut. I guarantee you, you will be blessed beyond measure if you step into that environment right there at Father and Son's Barbershop. Pastor Tanka,
Thank you.
we're going to take a quick commercial break, all right?
Yes.
But when we come back, I'm going to hit you off with what I call the shotgun questions.
All right.
All right? We'll be right back momentarily. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right
good.
back. Alright, you guys, welcome back to Super League Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Hey, listen, I just want to thank each and every one of you that tuned in tonight. We're not done yet, but I'm still thanking you in advance. And I want to acknowledge some of you that are watching right now. Maria Texera, Michael Carmion, Dan Cooper, Juana Ponte, Hector Rosario, Conrad, Rado Diaz, watching from Florida. Pastor Tanka, we got people watching from all over the place, man, which is pretty unique. Michael Alicea, Paul Chacon, who's also watching from Manchester, Connecticut, and Rocky Montoya. I'm not sure if you know who he is, Pastor Tanka.
No.
But we have so many people that are tuning in and watching tonight. Lisa Ortiz. People are watching from Florida, from Puerto Rico, from Arizona, New York City, all over the state of Connecticut.
Wow.
We truly appreciate you tuning in tonight, because if it's not for you, the audience, the viewing audience, the people that are watching, Pastor Tanka, we would not be able to do what we do on a weekly basis. So we thank you for tuning in tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, with that said, are you ready for the shotgun questions?
I'm ready.
All right. So, you know, these are simple little questions that we asked our guests on the show. But sometimes these simple little questions can be a little bit complicated.
Sure.
But I like to ask these questions so that the viewing audience can get a more better feel of who it is that you are.
Sure.
All right. First question, Pastor Tanka. What's your favorite song?
My Girl by Temptations.
Wow, you shut that right out. My Girl. Can you sing it?
No.
All right, so favorite song is My Girl. That's actually a good selected song that you just stated there.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie is, oh God, there's so many of them. My favorite movie is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Favorite food?
Puerto Rican food.
Okay.
Arroz con pollo. Carne guisada, you know, stew beef, fried chicken.
Well, when I seen you at Ramirez restaurant a few weeks ago, I think I seen you eating arroz con habichuela, pernil, chuleta, bistec, tostones. You had everything on the table.
Hello.
That's what's up, man. This is Ramirez restaurant. Good food, right?
Fantastic. They're very nice people.
That's right. They really
Very
are.
nice people.
And their professionalism is like no other.
Yeah, impeccable.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite sport besides karate?
Tennis.
Really?
I love tennis. I love, you know, Djokovic. I love Roger Federer. I love the Williams sisters. Yeah, tennis. I really love it.
Can you play tennis?
I used to.
Yeah?
Many years ago. Yeah.
I'm sure you still can.
I doubt it.
What's your favorite car?
My favorite car is my Volkswagen Beetle, Super Beetle.
Ah.
Convertible.
Well, I got to say this, and I'm going to ask myself that question. What's your favorite? Well, it's not really a car, but you have something that I really like. And when I seen it yesterday, I was like, I want that. Your RV. Is that your RV?
Yeah.
That thing is nice, man.
Yeah, we love it. It's a home away from home. The floors that we have inside of it, the bathrooms, and it's all been, the decor of it is done by my wife, and she had a lot to do with it. And it's when we're on the road and we're watching TV, sitting down eating, it feels like we never left home.
Wow. That's awesome, and I want to experience that eventually myself.
Yes.
At some point in this lifetime, I'm going to buy myself one. But I want the one that you drive, the one you have, the one you drive in. I don't want the one that you pull.
No.
I want the mobile one.
I would mess up if I had to pull something.
Yeah, I'll probably smash it all up myself. All right, your favorite thing you like to read, besides your Bible.
Well, you know, I like to read the lexicons, which is the foundational of a word, the beginning of a word, that enhances my studies. I read some of the martial art books that I've read throughout the years, the research of martial arts, reading about certain lineages of karate and kung fu, and those are my favorite types of books that I like reading.
Okay. Great selection. What's the favorite thing you like to do? Your favorite thing you like to do?
My favorite thing that I like to do is hanging out with my wife. She is my soulmate. She puts up with all my imperfections, and I love her dearly.
Wow.
There's nothing better than just to hang out with her if it's raining outside and we're having some good food and just laughing and watching a funny show or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long you been married now?
I've been married for going this month, the 28th of this month. I've been married to my wife for 26 years.
How many?
26
years. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your favorite word?
My favorite word is wonderful. I use it a lot. You know, people say to me, you know, whatever I'm talking about, people laugh, and even my students will say, yeah, that's wonderful, because I like using that word a lot because it explains what it does to my heart. It does, what it does to my soul. So I like using that word.
Okay, that's a great word. What sound or noise do you like to hear the most?
I like the sound that I like to hear is a trumpet, because I'm a trumpet player.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't play it anymore, but I played it for like from 1958 to like 1982.
So people watching right now, it's like 1958. They're like, how old is this guy? 72. Looking like he's 45. That's
Thank
right.
you. I was born in 1947, September 14th.
Wow. Wow. 72. Fit, strong, active, sharp.
Try to.
And you're not somebody to mess around with. I'm just saying.
I'm gentle.
Big teddy bear. What's your favorite place you like to visit?
I love Okinawa, Japan, and I love France.
Wow. And you've been to all?
Yes.
Nice. Okinawa, is that where those long steps are at? That was in the Karate Kid movie?
No, that's in China.
Oh, China, okay. All right. I was close.
But talking about the Karate Kid, right? You notice that the name was Miyagi Sensei.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Miyagi Sensei in real life is my grandmaster. He died in 1958. My teacher's teacher was the man he left as to success his lineage, which was Miyasato Sensei. And Miyasato is the teacher of my sensei, who's Masaji Taira Sensei.
Oh, wow. Wow. that's a wealth of knowledge right there you just dropped.
Yeah, so it's what I'm teaching and learning has only 3 hands, from the founder to Miyasato to my teacher. So there's 3 hands to me. So it's not 20 instructors in between.
Yeah. And again, Sensei Tanka's dojo is located in Milford, Connecticut.
Yes.
All right. And if someone wants to make contact with you and become a student under your guidance, best way to contact you, Pastor?
They could call me at 203-928-01. 203-928-0120.
Okay. And the final question. When you arrive at the pearly gates in heaven, what do you want to hear God say to you, Pastor, Sensei, Master Barber Tanka, when you arrive at those gates?
I always hear this in my spirit, that I hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant, enter in." That's all I want to hear.
That's right. That's all we all want to hear.
Amen. Amen.
Great show.
Yes, fantastic.
We took a drive down to your dojo, which is in Milford, Connecticut, in the Devon area. We took a drive down to your barbershop, which is Father and Son Barbershop.
Oh, wonderful.
At 33, or is it 333 Naugatuck Avenue?
333
Naugatuck Avenue in Milford, Connecticut. And man, we talked about a whole bunch of things tonight.
Yes.
And with that said, before we go, your final words to the viewing audience right now, Pastor Tanka. What's your final message for the people that are watching right now?
I advise you to look around of these times, all these things that are happening, all these crimes, the weather changes, and all the politics, and all the tearing down of each other. I advise you not to get caught up in it. I advise you to seek God like never before, because everything that's good is in the Lord, and He will never leave you nor forsake you. So don't allow your party or a party you don't like to put you as stress, because God is in control. And everything that United States has was founded under God, under one nation, under one people. So don't allow the signs of the times to come and swift you away and make you like everybody else is acting. But love each other, lift each other up, and keep your eyes to the hills where all your help comes from. For truly all your help comes from the Lord, and his name is Jesus Christ, and him only. God bless you.
Powerful words. Honored to have you here in the studio.
Likewise. Thank you, Jason.
And this one is going to go down in the history books.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Thank you very much, Pastor
Thank
Tanka.
you.
Such an honor.
Thank you.
An honor, such
Likewise.
a privilege to be able to have you here in the studio.
Likewise.
Thank you for allowing me to visit your barbershop.
Thank you.
Allow me to visit your dojo. Allow me to visit your home. And allowing me to just be a part of your life.
Thank you, Jason.
This past week. Such an honor. Such a privilege. Yeah. And I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. Listen, we do this each and every week on a weekly basis. Every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we broadcast live from our studio. This is my passion. Pastor Tanka's passion, he's a sensei, karate. His passion is cutting hair. His passion is being a pastor and influencing people. This studio is my passion. And when this was birthed into me, I didn't even waste any time. I jumped on it. I ran with it. And almost a year later, we are here established in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, broadcasting out of our studio, which is located right in downtown Bridgeport. And we created this platform for you, for the people of the community. We're not going to stop nor slow down. We're going to continue pressing forward and bringing to you the best exclusive interviews we possibly can. I just heard recently the other day, Pastor Tanka, someone mentioned, hey, what happened with your show? Did you run out of things to talk about? Running out of something to talk about, I don't think is possible. All right, there is so much to talk about on a daily basis. Wow. We do this show on a weekly basis. So listen, for you that stated we have nothing else to talk about, that's a lie, because we're not going to stop. We're not going to slow down. We're going to continue bringing you the best exclusive interviews throughout the state of Connecticut. This is my passion. I'm going to continue visiting businesses like Pastor Tanka's barbershop, his dojo. I mean, listen, if you have a business, you want me to visit your business so we can put you on the show, so that we can feature your establishment on our show like we did tonight with Pastor Tanka's, listen, call me. All right, let me put the phone number on the screen. I want to give you my personal phone number so you can call me. Here you go. Nope, that's not my number. I'm going to put my personal number. Here you go. Call me. All right, 475-343-5404. Call me. All right, and I guarantee you that we will visit your studio. We will visit your place of establishment, your business, whether it's a store. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not anything bad like a strip club. All right, we're not going there, Pastor.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
We're not going there. But listen, if you know someone, listen, that's influential, someone that's in the community, a shaker, someone that's involved in the community, that's making an impact, go onto our website at www.supereliteentertainment.com. Reach out to me. Reach out to us. All right, send us their information, and we will reach out to them and bring them into our studio and have them here, featured on our show, sitting on the hot seat as Pastor Tanka did tonight. This platform has been created for you, for the people of the community. All right, this is for you. If you don't tune in on a weekly basis, if you don't show your support, we will not be able to do this. So I thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. I thank you for tuning in each and every week. I know I'm talking a little too much, but hey, what you're feeling right now is an expression of my passion. All right, an expression of who it is that I am and what it is that I'm bringing to you. Listen, next week, tune in, 7 p.m., same time, same place, same channel. Listen to us on our podcast, live on Anchor, Spotify. Also, listen to us on Apple Podcasts. All right, we're going to continue going forward. With that said, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. God bless, good night, and tune in next week, because next week we have another amazing show set for you guys. God bless.